White or black women?
White. I'm a winter soldier, yeah.
Why white women over black women?
It's not even one of the other. I just had bad experiences. Nothing against the black race. My mom black. I love my mom. My mom's a queen. But with my experiences, I've been going after more white women than black women. But there's beautiful black women in this world. So beautiful.
I just got something to say. Why do black women get mad at us black men for dating white women? I don't get that.
How come when a black man sees a black woman with a white man, we don't give a shit? But when a black woman sees a black man with a white woman, y'all start breaking out and shit. It's bothering me.
I am not one of those black women who have a problem with black men dating outside of their race.
Yeah, I'm all for people dating their own race. I'm all for black love. And I don't have a problem with people dating who they like, right? I do have a problem with women complaining, black women specifically, complaining about black men not dating their own kind.
I have a question. Why do some black women get mad at the black athletes that choose to be with white women?
Black men want to be with black women, but they don't want to be with. They think they're not fit. Then why do these same black women get mad or upset when these black men marry non-black women?
All right, so this is a great question, and I still do not have the answer, because what does it matter what another person decides to date or who another person decides to date? It shouldn't really matter about the color of skin.
TikTok, black sisters, I need y'all to answer me this question. Since a lot of y'all be saying y'all don't mess with black men, y'all don't want to date black men, we ain't shit, this, that, and the third. Why do y'all get mad when we date outside our race?
I went to this singles event last night in Houston called Crush Club. And hopefully this doesn't get in the wrong eyeballs, but black men that talk to white women and kind of like push you away when you're trying to talk to them, it's kind of crazy. Like
what is the reason?
I'll tell you the reason, and it's because we can't keep black women out of our mouths when we start talking about the whys behind our interracial relationships.
I'm so sick of talking about this, but we about to talk about it one more time, and this is the last video I'm making on this. As a black man, you do not see me getting upset when a black woman wants to go choose a man of another race. If that dude makes her happy, that's great for her. And I'm willing to bet that many black men feel the same way I do. But when the opposite happens, oh Lord.
I really believe that only black men go through this. Why, when we try to talk to our women, such as the black women, and they don't want to talk to us, and we accept that and move on to a Susan or a Karen or even a Maria, why do you then feel some type of way? But you didn't want to give me the time of day. Can someone please answer that?
Sí. Sí, tú hablas como la lista. Sí, tú feliz.
I'm feliz. Muy feliz.
Sí, muy
feliz. Yeah.
Alita. Qué rico.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. This is Bernadette, and today we are discussing a question that has always heated debates online. Why do some black women get upset when black men date outside their race? But before we get started, let's be clear about one thing. Not all black women feel this way, and not all black men who date interracially share the same views. Yeah, so you must have seen this somewhere on social media. There have been clips of black men asking themselves, like, why do black women who rejected us, who said we are not good enough, get upset? Why do they get mad when we date women from other races? So without wasting much time, let's get into this. Remember to subscribe if you're new here and leave your thoughts in the comments. I'll catch up with you.
TikTok, black sisters, I need y'all to answer me this question. Since a lot of y'all be saying y'all don't mess with black men, y'all don't want to date black men, we ain't shit, this, that, and the third. Why do y'all get mad when we date outside our race and we date white women? Spanish women, whatever. Y'all really get mad when a black dude be dating a white woman. Why do y'all care who a black man date if y'all don't want to fuck with us? I just want to know that. If we unattractive, we sassy, we all this other stuff, why do y'all care that we date white women? Because I'm about to get me one, because I don't know black women be trying to get at me. I don't know what the fuck it is, but I don't really care. I don't discriminate. White, Spanish, as long as she look nice and she a good woman, I'm cool. But I just want to know why y'all be feeling some type of way. If you don't want to date black men, you should care if he date a white woman, right? Makes sense. Or help it make sense. Skedaddle.
I am not one of those black women who have a problem with black men dating outside of their race. I truly do not give a fuck. Like I said, it's more of a men problem in the world. It's not necessarily a race problem.
Hey, you ate that.
So why would I be outraged by the fact that you don't want to date me? I'm not your type. And I would prefer you to date what you like than to settle with me.
I have a problem with it is when like you date outside your race and you feel the need to bash your race. And I think it's more important that we bring back real love and value in relationships versus caring about people's skin color.
He might can love you better.
I'm gonna love you better. This is hard to say.
I want to make sure I go about this in the right way.
Because lately I've been busy a lot and I know you don't feel appreciated.
And whatnot. Oh, I can't believe we never sung that for karaoke.
I think we probably have. My mind's been on YouTube for 10 years, bitch. Old ass show.
Like, what is the reason?
I'll tell you the reason, and it's because we can't keep black women out of our mouths when we start talking about the whys behind our interracial relationships. I am in an interracial marriage, and I have dated many men in the past who have felt the need to tell me why they don't date black women and why they exclusively date white women. That conversation is so sprinkled with misogynistic and racist underlyings that it is incredible. And as a white woman, it is not okay for you to be sitting in that video supporting that conversation. If a woman of color wants to step to you about your relationship, you need to come from a place of understanding and empathy. And understand why she might feel that way, and show her that you are her ally. You are dating a man of color. You have a responsibility to be an ally to not only him, but the women around him in his life. Do better.
All right, so this is a great question, and I still do not have the answer, because what does it matter what another person decides to date or who another person decides to date? It shouldn't really matter by the color of skin. If that person's happy in an interracial relationship, that's the only thing that should matter. Honestly, I feel like it's not just black women. There's black men out there, there's white men out there, there's white women out there that truly believe in not dating outside your race, and it's wrong. All right, we live in 2023. There are so many interracial couples that it's ridiculous. Like, get out of that freaking mindset. I remember growing up in like a mixed school where there were Hispanic women, Hispanic men, black women, black men, white women, white men. And I remember not really many black women gave me the time of the day. Not really many Hispanics gave me the time of day. But a lot of white women gave me the time of day. And if somebody's paying you attention, it feels good. So of course you're going to drift towards the people that like you. You're not going to drift towards the people that dislike you. So me dating a white woman wasn't like a choice that I made, like, oh, I'm strictly going to date a white woman and that's it. I'm only going to marry a white woman, that's it. It's just, that's why I end up to basically be in a relationship, because they like me, I like them, and that's where we went from there. But a lot of people just keep on circling that train of, oh, you should not date outside your race. Get over it, man. Get over it.
Yeah, I'm all for people dating their own race. I'm all for black love. And I don't have a problem with people dating who they like, right? I do have a problem with women complaining, black women specifically, complaining about black men not dating their own kind when they know for a fact, the black women know for a fact that they wouldn't look at certain black men twice. Y'all think people like Travis Hunter is ugly. Y'all talk about him like a dog. Y'all call him all type of names. And then the moment y'all find out he's dating someone that y'all don't consider black, y'all go up in the frenzy like y'all didn't even want him. It's giving fake outrage. And then when they go to a different race, y'all say, oh, the other race is using them because y'all don't feel like they're good enough because they don't look good enough for y'all. Y'all don't feel like they're good enough to be with someone beautiful or that's another race. I don't get that.
I'm so sick of talking about this, but we about to talk about it one more time, and this is the last video I'm making on this. As a black man, you do not see me getting upset when a black woman wants to go choose a man of another race. If that dude makes her happy, that's great for her. And I'm willing to bet that many black men feel the same way I do. But when the opposite happens, oh Lord. Some, not all black women, get in their emotional bag. And then they have this idiotic assumption that those black men just don't like black women. It doesn't even have to have anything to do with you. The problem is that some of you are so hurt by how society has done you, or how society's beauty standards have done things, or how just things have happened to you in general in your lives, that you are unable to accept the fact that maybe they're just not that into you. People are not factory defaulted to go like or be attracted to someone of the same ethnicity. It doesn't even mean that that black man does not like black women. That man just may be choosing who gives him peace. But some of you are so full of trauma that you can't understand that. And instead of trying to work on that trauma and use it for a better purpose, you out here sitting there blaming other people and getting mad because somebody don't want you. And I know somebody's going to sit there and say, well, the reasons for black women dating white men or other men are different than the reasons for black men doing it. We don't care about the reasons. If you want to do that, that's cool. Do your thing, just like we going to do our thing. And that's that.
Black men want to be with black women, but they don't want to be with. They think they're not fit. Then why do these same black women get mad or upset when these black men marry non-black women?
Because we want to be the first choice.
But you were the first choice and you said no. I think it's because you believe you own us.
Own you?
Yes, because so many black children are born to single parent households. Black women are in charge of the black community. But because black women see us coming up, you're our mothers, you're our babysitters, such and so forth. This is why you can have black women half my age talking to me on my platform with such familiarity. Like, because black men are almost y'all's property. Y'all feel like they own us. Like, we are y'all's. And it's like, well, if I don't want you, I want to be your first choice. And if I say thank you, but no thank you, but go find another black woman. What the bridge toast is that? You don't get to tell him to go pick another black woman.
So because I don't want him, he should go date a white
Well,
woman.
the thing is, women say that they don't want these men because they aren't on their level. They're not worthy. So why is he worthy with Becky? That's the question. The implication is if he could marry Becky, Marisol, Myling, or Jamila, he could have simply married Keisha.
I have a question. Why do some black women get mad at the black athletes that choose to be with white women? Before y'all get offended, just look at this. Picture this. What if that black athlete's mother, who was a black woman, may have mistreated them when they was growing up, may have never went to any of their games, never supported them? What if that black athlete went to all white schools to where it wasn't even no black girls? So all they had was white girls to choose from. So that's what they used to talking to. All I'm saying is you just never know what type of trauma or what type of situation that those black athletes went through to want to pick white women. They may have got bullied by black women. Maybe black women didn't like them when they was growing up. It doesn't mean that they hate us. It's called a preference.
I went to this singles event last night in Houston called Crush Club. And hopefully this doesn't get in the wrong eyeballs, but black men that talk to white women and kind of like push you away when you're trying to talk to them. It's kind of crazy. Like, I was talking to this gentleman last night at the event, and I just stumbled upon him. He was at the bar, and I was going towards the bar, and I started talking to him, and he was a nice, statuesque black guy. Like, they have all these stickers that had color codes. So basically, like, green was like 21 to 24. Purple was 25 to 27 or something, and then or 29, and then orange was like 30 and 30 to 34, and then red, which was what I was wearing, is 35 and up. No cap. So he had a red sticker on, and I was like, okay, so he's in my age range or whatever. So I started talking to him, and he's with this Latino guy, and they're just, chatting it up or whatever. And I was like, okay, finally I'm finding the people with the red tags on. How are you guys doing? Just, mingling. I have no problem talking to anybody. So he says, I'm doing good, and he's like really chipper and really like, over the top, kind of just like not flamboyant, but like boisterous and full of energy. Super chill, seemed like, or whatever. But he kept looking over me. He's taller than me, and he kept looking over me, and he was like doing these eyes at his Latino friend. I was like, okay, well, how long have you guys been here? And he ends up saying like, oh no, we just got here maybe like 30 minutes ago. And I was like, okay, I've been here for about an hour. Have you already stopped by the bar, or this is, he was like, no, I'm not actually going to the bar. I just like stand by the bar line because people are moving and it's more accessible. And I was like, okay, that makes sense.
So basically they were having small talk, but clearly just by the conversation he was not into her. It's clear, because a man, if a man sees an attractive woman, he's going to do more of the talking. He's going to talk to her. He's going to spark the conversation. So just the fact that she's sparking a conversation and she's talking to him, it shows that he's really not that interested in her. It's very clear. Let's continue.
All right. Well, anyways, like, what's your name? And I see it on his name tag, but I always like to say, what's your name? I don't remember his name. Let's not even go there because irrelevant. But he keeps looking at this Latino guy like over and beyond me. And I was like, well, you know what? I'm not going to hold you guys up. It was nice to meet you. I just like to mingle and say hello to everybody. 2 seconds later, this mother is
But why you gotta be a mother effer? Why? Because he wasn't interested in you? Why you gotta be a mother effer? Let's continue.
This white girl. And I'm like, oh, my bad. I wasn't your type, my nigga. Sorry for interrupting your swag for the white girls. No offense, but like, it's just so curious and like different. Like, I don't know. I go to a lot of black spaces, so when I go to these spaces, I know that the niggas like other niggas. But when you're in these kind of spaces and like everybody's involved, it's kind of one of those things where you're just like, you're unsure, so you don't want to step on any toes. And throughout the night, I saw this guy, not looking, but we're in a space where it's like, okay, if you already talk to somebody, that kind of like piques your eye when you're in that space still. So this man talked to at least 4 white girls only, and mind you, there was
one reason that makes this topic to become emotional is that some people do not see this relationship as just 2 individuals falling in love, but instead they see it as representing something bigger about race, identity, and community. However, some black women say they don't have a problem with black men dating outside their race at all, but what bothers them is when some black men announce that they don't date black women and then make negative comments about them. Because when someone says that black women are too loud, or I only date other races because they are better, it can feel less like a personal preference and more like an insult directed to an entire group of women. However, on the other hand, many black men say that they simply fell in love with someone from a different background. And they argue that, of course, attraction is personal and that nobody should be judged for who they choose to date, which is very true. So in reality, there are countless black women who support interracial relationships and who have no issues with black men dating outside their race. Likewise, there are black men who happily date black women and others who date from different backgrounds. So most people are simply living their lives. So maybe another issue that may bring about this is the representation. Some people worry when they repeatedly hear statements that dismiss black women while praising women of other races. Of course, this can create a feeling of exclusion or reinforcing harmful stereotypes about black women. Because when other men from different backgrounds, cultures, and races hear black men talking about these negative stereotypes about black women, they will also start maybe saying the same. And then also some black men have their own trauma that they carry on, and they talk about things that shouldn't even be said, and these other women come on social media and begin talking negatively about black women. And then of course, for the longest period of time, black women have been loyal to black men, and of course they expect the black men also to stay loyal to them. Like, we have the struggles, we have been through struggles together. Why are you leaving us? Why are you going for other women? And then we have had those cases where when some black men get successful, they pick on women from other races. So the black women, of course, ask themselves, we went through this together. I was there for him through this and this. Why would he pick a woman from another race and not me, or not a woman from our own race? And then of course, yes, sometimes we have to be upset because we want to have black babies with our black men. If you all go the other side, whom shall we have our black babies with? How shall we keep our black race going if you all choose to date outside? What will happen to the black race? However, black men who date out are not really many. Most of them, they date black women and they marry black women. Some of them just go there to have a certain experience. Some of them go there for stereotypes because they have heard something about maybe a certain race of women and they want to have that experience. Some of them just fetishize those women, but at the end of the day, most of them come back to the black girls or to the black women for marriage, however much there are those issues and complaints about each other. So what do you think about this? Do you really think that black women get upset? And if they do so, why do you think they do that? Share your thoughts in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and if you found this video interesting, please give it a like, subscribe if it is your first time here, and let's meet again in the next video.